Hey everybody, welcome to my booth. I'm Jay. Today's sample's from Steven. Thanks for sending this in, Steven. If you would like me to review audio of yours just like this, there's a form in the description. Send me something. There's coaching on my website if that's more your speed. If you want priority access, you can join the booth buddies down there. It's a way to say thanks and get speedy feedback like this. And then lastly, thanks for being here. And thanks for clicking the buttons. Spiel over. Steven, the star of the show. Let's get to it. They've got a commercial here all gussied up with a music bed, and they want feedback on all of it as we can. Let's go.
Chevy Live is a one-on-one virtual video experience that allows you to talk live to a product specialist in real time. Ask questions, get answers, and see feature demonstrations on a Chevrolet vehicle from anywhere. Join us on the journey to a more accessible world.
Nice. Okay, so awesome music, obviously. Picked under the thing. It's pretty cool. The script itself is nice. So let's start with audio engineering type stuff, because that was kind of your focus. Firstly, your voiceover over top of the music. Right now, the music is kind of competing a little bit with your voiceover, or vice versa, however you want to phrase it. So one thing that you can do that's quite easy to make your voiceover just a little bit louder overall above your music is to compress it a little bit. So I'm going to pull open one of the compressors here. I have lots of videos on this channel about compression. So this will be just kind of an overview. If you want to go more in depth in the weeds, I would check out those first and then come back here for this stuff. But what this is going to do is, because right here, your voiceover is kind of like average loudness, but then you have these louder bits here that are kind of outliers, and it's just going to make everything a smoother listening experience. I can't really demonstrate this overall above the music necessarily, but if we set the threshold, say -10, these are arbitrary, don't take these. This is just as a demonstration kind of deal. And then we'll click apply. So what you'll notice there is this is far less of a massive peak and outlier as are some of the others. So now if I normalize it again, the overall loudness of your recording is just louder in general, and your voiceover is going to sit more easily above your music. Other things you can do, I say this often, but it is always helpful to repeat. When you're putting your voiceover over music while they're on different tracks, you can use EQ on your music to make some space for your voiceover. For many human voices, there's a lot of information, and when I say information, in terms of frequency spectrum, the human voice rests a lot of the energy there is between like 100 and, 600 hertz. So you can, on the music, cut those frequencies a little bit. So if I put that right in the middle at like 300 and widen this cue out a bit, so I've got a wide band here that's just kind of cutting out my music's frequencies and turning down the volume where my voice is going to be most of the time. That can just make a little bit more space for your voiceover in the mix itself. So those are two options for you that'll help blend things a little bit. But otherwise, I think you've done a really solid job comping these together. My only other thought in terms of the composition of everything is, if you listen specifically to the music, it has kind of a repetitive drive to it up until we have this final like boom release moment. So listen to the music a little bit as we play this.
Live is a one-on-one virtual video experience that allows you to talk live to a product specialist in real time. Ask questions, get answers.
It's just kind of like which isn't necessarily bad, but it becomes monotonous isn't the right word, but because it's repeating that phrase essentially over and over again for the majority of your ad read, it might be nice to add in little points of interest here and there if that appeals to you. I don't think it's a make or break thing, but it might just be nice or helpful to pepper those things in where they make sense. So those are my editing audio engineering ideas. Now let's talk performance, the fun stuff. So first things first, this first section, I would breathe more in it. Break it up. Because what happens is you're performing it really well, and then after a certain point, it starts to shift to me being concerned about you not having breathed. And you can and then I think that somewhat sets up the rest of the ad as well if you've kind of gassed yourself at the top. So pick a point to breathe naturally. I don't know where it would be, but because this first little section starts us off with you extending past your lung capacity in a way, or just running out of air. Maybe you took a breath that wasn't proper for what you were about to say, something like that. Just take your time a little bit more, breathe, and that'll help immensely in the delivery of things. But let's listen again one more time, and I'll think of more notes besides that big one.
Chevy Live is a one-on-one virtual video experience that allows you to talk live to a product specialist in real time. Ask questions, get answers, and see feature demonstrations on a Chevrolet vehicle from anywhere. Join us on the journey to a more accessible world.
So in terms of the script's content, join us on a journey to a more accessible world. This is a trick that someone told me recently that I really like. I can't remember who told it to me. Forgive me for not crediting you properly. But if you read the end of the ad spot first, so at Chevy Live, join us for what is it?
On a journey to a
more accessible future. That gives you the thesis of what this spot is about. Hey, we're gunning for accessibility, and here's how we're doing it. That's what this ad is about. And so with this tail end knowledge, you can then go into the rest of the ad sort of with that in mind to support it. And so using different things in the ad to support that would be like, at Chevy Live, how am I supporting access? How am I innovating this thing that helps people? And particularly helps people buy a car in this instance. And the mechanics of that, you don't have to know the specifics of how Chevy Live is going to help people access their world better, access cars better, whatever it may be. But using your imagination to extend that a little bit can be really, really valuable. So at Chevy Live, here's what we're doing. We're allowing you to connect with someone who knows what they're talking about from your house. And you can use your phone, your laptop, wherever it is, and they're going to help you find what's right for you. And that sounds like a really great service at face value. And so using that sort of tracking there with the knowledge of what our tag is, join us on a journey for a more accessible future. Here's how we're supporting that. Anyway, so in going into that, all of that information will really help to inform your read and support it in a lot of ways better. You're already in that direction, but I would just love to go further with it and really ground it and deepen it a little bit more. In addition to the breathing more, taking your time a little bit at the top of the ad, spending time at Chevy Live, because right now we kind of blast through at Chevy Live and then it enters into that rapid fire, getting to the punctuation point type thing. In taking your time, understanding that Chevy Live, the first time we say that, is really, really important because that's the information that I need to know, okay, this is Chevy and Chevy Live. Oh, what is this Chevy Live about? So anytime a product or company name comes up, particularly for the first time, it's really, really important to give them the spotlight for a moment. I hope that's helpful for you, Stephen. And if you have any questions or anything else needs illuminating, let me know. And for the rest of you, hope this was helpful for you as well. And until the next one of these, be well, everybody. And I'll see you there. Toodles.